When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Yukon Huskies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's McDonald. Blasted as he lets it go. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush, and this quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
Got his man quickly, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal in possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Right down the middle. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Yukon.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ncaa 14, Boise State 0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Broncos!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Boise State 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
Ncaa offense will take over 1st and 10.
UConn going back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking for a man. It's McDonald. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to throw. Working on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ncaa 21, Boise State 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, of this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Broncos in the hurry-up.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hicks. Touchdown, UConn! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score.
And they got him for the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Broncos are on the move. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. Buying some time. Hey, that's a live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgum, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Now on second down. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball. And nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ncaa offense goes back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Scanning the field, it's McDonald. Forced out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right. Don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Wants to throw. It's Nelson. He looks that one in nicely. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Riley. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Moves away as he feels pressure. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boise State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversation.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. He's got it. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give out of the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ncaa has it teed up to start this second half.
Number 19, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here.
Touchdown, Broncos! And the comeback is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ncaa offense goes back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble. I get outside the pocket. Nothing's there. Live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion. Move on.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Ncaa will have to punt it away. a low line drive and not his best work. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up second down.
Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Yukon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
UConn going back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And that's just nice patience and a great route. One-on-one, working the defender, taking his time, getting out of his break, locating the football, and making the catch just in time in bounds.
Now from inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. UConn quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's McDonald. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Wide out in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
2nd down coming up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on second down. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Still looking on the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Handoff to the single back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown Broncos! What a catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch, on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 21 to Coastal Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Spits it out to the back. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's McDonald. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on third. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. snags it on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just ran over it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. Just trucks through it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Riley. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young guy? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UConn offense goes back to work. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads it left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's McDonald. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the left side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
First down for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Porter. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards now.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Hicks. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves them with 2nd and 20. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ncaa. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for them.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled.
He's going up top. He's got it down the left side. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Running through contact. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Boise State.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's McDonald. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off play action on first down. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. You want to talk